Here we are again to remind each other in certainty, in goodness of the future, and that desire plus non-resistance equals desired results. That's the only way. I learned that from David Baer, one of the best teachers nowadays. His teachings are based in the teachings of the Esther and Abraham Hicks, which I mentioned before. I am also familiar with their teachings, and I remember that when I was just a beginner and when I was in my previous identity and in the collective state of consciousness, me first time hearing Esther Hicks speaking was literally disbelief, because with that state of awareness, which wasn't even awareness at all, I was completely unaware. That was for me like some woo-woo shit and some fake entertainment for the masses, literally. I remember that at the beginning I would, after a few minutes, literally stop watching or listening their teachings, because I was so unfamiliar and so uncomfortable with the fact that it can be easy. And if you are there now, and if the fact that life should be fairy tale, in fact that life is fairy tale, not it should be, there's still for you a lot of work to be done. That just means that you are still in all kinds of mental blockages and limited beliefs, that you were brainwashed, as most of us were, and it's your job and responsibility to now brainwash yourself and to use your mind as the most powerful tool to literally serve you 24/7. If you are thinking and your thoughts are giving you unpleasant feelings, there must be a lot of work be done. Whenever you're thinking, you should feel light, you should feel ease, you should feel connected, you should be in a state of alignment. One who is in alignment is most powerful than millions who are not. We're witnessing to this fact now here in my country, where students are against the government, and government is most equipped with everything that is needed to manipulate the state, but the government don't have what's most important, and that's resonance, that's alignment. One of those people, young people who come from a place of love and certainty and alignment, is most powerful than all bunch of those idiots that only think about their asses and how to save their place and to continue to rule. But that battle is lost. Cities are more and more crowded, and their song is history. So that's why I am always saying, follow your heart, heart knows the way. That's why heart is first formed. Heart has its own intelligence. And that's why you feel unpleasant when you start ruminating what's causing you resistance inside, because your heart knows that that's not the truth. Whenever you think, you should feel connected to what? To life, connected to infinite intelligence, to source, to God, whatever your preference is, universe, call it as you want, but you came from that place as well as I did, and every living form. So work on your personal relationship with infinite intelligence. For me, that's personal relationship with God. Read Conversations with God, and always know that this connection is available to you 24/7. If you feel unpleasant with the fact and state that life is a fairy tale, there must be a lot of work done. I know I come from that place, as I mentioned at the beginning, when I first started to learn about personal development and how this science work, because this is everything but not woo-woo shit. It's science, especially when you dig deeper and go into how quantum entanglement works and how unified field works and all of that. It's literally science. There's nothing woo-woo there. But why most people are still stuck? First of all, they were brainwashed to serve the collective consciousness, because one who is awake and in alignment is more powerful than millions who are not. You can literally download 24/7 everything you need from the infinite intelligence, especially when you're connected and you did the inner work and know how your relationship with your higher self works. You're literally unstoppable and so powerful that you are witness of the fact that there is no need to chase, there is no need to run. What is your part of job is to align. And when you align, what you do then, just allow. No chasing, just allowing. Allowing what? Every single one of your heart desires to be realized and fulfilled in your reality. So why are most stuck? Because they're doing the opposite from how it should be done. I was one of those, and it almost cost me life twice, because I come from the background where it was life is struggle, this world is world of dog eats dog. If you don't hustle and grind, if you don't pour out tears, sweat and blood, you won't succeed. It's impossible to do what you love and to live the life you want, and all kinds of other BS. So I was one of those, and literally I almost paid the highest price, the price of my life. But then I did the work and I found out how it should be from the beginning. But for most people is like that. I think that it's some kind of soul correction to test you and every individual through that 10 dark years of life. And if you are able and brave to remain faithful to the power that's greater than you, blessings are something that there are no even words to be explained. And that's why one of my favorite saying is, what, be still and know that I am God. I am is the most powerful statement you can ever say. If this inner work is for you still something that's unknown, instead of affirming some longer sentences, It's enough to affirm whenever you feel any kind of resistance, I am. Just that, I am. I am. And you will notice how you shift from resistance to power. As everyone who is OG in this personal development say, there are two states of being, primal state of being and powerful state of being. You can't be in both states simultaneously. You are either in one or in the other. And how you know where you are? By the way how you feel. It's simple as that. Do your best and use any excuse you can instead of feeling low or any kind of resistance. Use any excuse through the power of gratitude to feel good here and now. Feeling good here and now is opening the doors for you to literally fulfill whatever it is that you desire in this moment. Wherever you go, you take yourself with you. If you are not able to now self-regulate, to recalibrate, you won't be able, even if all your desires were fulfilled here and now. But if you're able, no matter your circumstances, to recalibrate in any now, to regulate your nervous system, you literally become what is the goal. You literally become the wizard. You have magic wand. Your magic wand is here. Choose the better feeling thoughts now. I am is the most powerful, because what is I am? I am is between two thoughts. I am is between two breaths. That's your spirit. That's your soul. That's your subconscious. That's that inner knowing that literally in every second knows what's the best for you and what's your next move. Follow that voice, because the price you are paying whenever you are not following that voice is too high. It's such a waste of time and energy and precious life-giving energy. Use any excuse to feel good here and now. Be still and know that I am God, meaning stillness speaks. Whenever you are in any kind of doubts, that's why there is one proverb. It's something like go in chamber inside. I'm not sure is that exactly how it goes, but it's something like go inside chamber and lock the door. That's the meaning of go in silence. Silence speaks louder than any other noise. Everything else beside the silence is just the noise. And that noise is, especially now in this time where everything that has this kind of, how they call it, everything that is device and has the power to distract you is noise. Be aware that from the moment that you open your eyes when you wake up, everything from the outer world is here to take away your attention. To take away your attention from what? From what's the most important, and that's the connection with the self. Attention is the most expensive currency now, and that's why I said this here is raw witnessing of a woman who went through everything that you're probably now going through, and this message is confirmation of manifestation, because you manifested me, and I can probably guide you if you are now in darkness, either with my example or with my voice, or with the fact that no matter how it seems dark, lonely, or hard, I am here to tell you that you are literally on the way to enlightenment, on the way to become the most powerful version of yourself. And whatever it is that you're going through now is just preparing you to be unstoppable and most powerful version of yourself. Been there, done that. And because the attention is the most expensive currency now, I want to express my deepest gratitude to every single one of you, and to express my deepest gratitude for literally every second of your time. Your time and your attention is the most valuable thing that you're giving me here, and for that I am really, really, really deeply grateful, and thank you all. I hope that we will all grow, and I will only share here things that I learned through my journey, things that helped me, and they are all based on the experiences that I not probably, I'm now sure, chose when I was born into this world. And as I said, this is my paying forward and the way to express and give my part to humanity, because the first law of creators, conscious creators, is to share what they learned, to help as many who are going through that now. And always know that you have the ability to choose. So step out of the collective consciousness. How you do that? By knowing that those who are in collective consciousness, and there are many, many, many of them, first aren't thinking with their own head. They are not. They are doing what everyone else is doing, because they don't want or are not brave enough to step out. Never fit in. You were born to step out. How you step out? By protecting what you learn, by protecting your voice, by standing for that even when the whole world is against you. When the whole world is against you, you should do the last atom of your power and your strength to protect your voice. So those who are in collective consciousness, they are doing what they are doing, then they are having, and they put the most important thing on the last place. They find a little time for being. And even when they find that little time for being, it's usually distracted with screens. That's the word I searched for. You see how the law of let go and least resistance worked. I struggled to catch the word that I needed few minutes ago. I searched for the word screen and I ignored it completely. And now when I started to explain something else, the word screen popped up. That's literally the best explanation for everything in life. As long as you are searching, it runs away like crazy from you. The minute, the second you let go, it literally pops up into your lap like this word to me now. So what are people from collective consciousness doing? They're then those doing is for having, and when they have, they finds little time for being. People who stepped out from the collective consciousness and became conscious creators and live their life most of the time from the higher state of consciousness, what they do? They first of all are deeply connected to the being. They're most of the time in the state of being. What is that? That's peace, that's power, that's presence, the power of present moment. That's your connection to the infinite intelligence. That's the state of being grounded and powerful, even if the whole world around you is crumbling to pieces. That's the state of being. So conscious creators do their best from every wake moment to be connected to being. Then they do the inspired action. We all do what's necessary, but we do it from a place of being, and that's immediately more powerful and most powerful state of doing. And automatically having becomes the natural next and logic step in this state of living life. Whatever you can do to improve your knowledge. That's something that nobody can take away from you, and that's the only real power, and that's why know thyself is the ultimate word for the expressing of this power that were given to all of us. Unfortunately, many people, through the conditioning and brainwashing of the society, lost their connection. Good news is that that connection is always there, it's always available. The question is, are you ready, and are you willing to do your part to reconnect with that state of literal bliss? Be still and know that I am God.